I think we have a Muslim trying to contact us. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
How is it Christian Prince?
Yes, we are live on air in YouTube. Everybody hear you. What do you want to say to me, my friend?
Okay, I was listening to all these, just checking your references you giving against my Quran. Either you are a filthy fat liar, or all the imams since I was a child have been lying to me, because Islam, I was taught Surah Baqarah at 256 says La ikraha fi din. There is no compulsion in religion.
Okay.
And then another surah, for instance, says Surah Kafirun at 6 means your religion is yours, mine is mine. And it's meant to be a peaceful religion, but you are just throwing too many things. I can't even, search for it.
Okay.
Where'd you get these things from?
It's in my head, my friend. I'm a walking library. Let us go one by one. You said Islam means peace, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, isn't it the Quran in chapter 9, verse number 29, order the Muslims to fight and to kill all the Christians, either they pay the jizya and they convert, or they die?
If it's in the time of war, I wouldn't worry about it.
Hold on, my friend.
But
hold on.
It's not.
Okay, and
yes,
in the time of war, but the Christian did not wage war on you. It's you waging war. Read with me carefully. This is your Quran, and I can open for you any translation you wish. Which translation you like most?
It doesn't really matter as far as it's translated.
Okay, Muhammad Yusuf Ali, a Muslim. I'm not going to use any translation.
But the problem is you're showing another translation. They all contradict each other. I don't know who to listen to.
Okay, this is why I'm asking you which translation you like.
Go to Al-Jalalain. Al-Jalalain is
Al-Jalalain is a translation. Jalalain is tafsir. The Jalalain is tafsir.
Okay. Tafsir Al-Jalalain.
All right. So we will go to a tafsir Al-Jalalain.
Or to be of Ibn Kathir.
No problem. No problem. Let us go to Ibn Kathir. You want Ibn Kathir? Just tell me what do you want. I'm here.
Ibn Kathir, please.
Ibn Kathir. Okay, Ibn Kathir. Let us go to Ibn Kathir. Give me a second.
It's
all right.
Shocking. It's not. It can't be true.
All right. We will see if it's true, my friend. And as you said, either I'm a filthy liar, or they are filthy liars. One of us have to be. All right. So this is Ibn Kathir. I will show it to you in the screen. And remember, this is your choice, not my choice. You wanted the Jalalain. I said, okay, I will show you Jalalain. You said Ibn Kathir. I will show you whatever you want. This is Ibn Kathir. You see, it says Ibn Kathir. You see my screen? All right. This is Ibn Kathir, and let me zoom out so you can see better and read better.
Fight those who believe not in Allah.
Let us go to verse number 9, because this is many. Here he's explaining وهم صاغرون, etc. You speak Arabic, I'm assuming, do you?
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful, and then we can even read in Arabic. But let us go in our English now. Fight against those who believe not in Allah, nor the last days, nor what is forbidden, which is forbidden by Allah and His Messenger, and those who acknowledge not the religion of the truth from the people of the scriptures. Okay, why he want to fight them? Because they don't acknowledge the following things: the last day of Islam, what is forbidden by Islam, and the messenger of Islam. Do I agree? Okay, so what is the reason to kill them? Because they don't acknowledge, and I think the verses are clear. Now let's read Ibn Kathir. Until they pay the jizya with willing and submission and feel themselves subdued. And read carefully. Ibn Kathir now is making his commentary.
Subdued. Where does it say that?
Here we go. This is what the Quran is saying. You speak Arabic, right? It says Saghirun. Saghirun. Saghirun means subdued, humiliated. Okay. Therefore, this is Ibn Kathir talking now, not the Quran. Therefore, when people of the scriptures disbelieved in Muhammad, and they had no beneficial faith in any messenger or what the messenger brought, rather they follow their religion, because this is confirmed with their ideas, lost, and the ways of their forefather, not because they are Allah law religion. They had been true believers in their religion, that faith would be have directed them to believe in Muhammad So because they are not believing in Muhammad, obviously they are liars, correct? And then he says, because all the people gave the good news to Muhammad, etc., blah 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 blah, they believe in Muhammad. And look here what he said.
That's harsh.
Their religion, these religions, came from Allah, but because this is sweet, their desire and lust. Therefore, their claimed faith is earlier, an earlier prophet will not benefit them because they disbelieved in the master and the master of the last and the most perfect of the prophet. Hence Allah's statement. So because they did not believe in Muhammad, it's not because they are fighting Muhammad. I think that the proof is clear, correct? Because of that, look what it says: fight against those who believe not in Allah nor the last, etc., to the end of the verse. And then it says this honorable ayah was revealed with the order to fight the people of the book after the pagan were defeated. So Muhammad now he killed all the enemy. Who's left? He killed the Jews, he killed the, he killed the Arab. Now it's time to finish those Christians and Jews. So the people enter into Allah religion in large numbers. So Muhammad now have a big army because people are scared, terrified, and the Arabian Peninsula was secure under Muslim control. Allah commanded his messenger to fight the people of the scriptures, Jews and Christians. On the ninth years of the Hijrah, he prepared an army to fight the Roman. It's not the Roman who fighted him. He sent a letter to the Romans saying, convert or die. Now, you said to me,
which battle you specifically referring to?
What?
Which battle?
It doesn't matter. He decided this is Tabuk. Supposedly, Muhammad he went to Tabuk, but he could not make it because he could not get in. He was hoping to be able to attack, but looked like they were ready for him, so he was not able to attack, and he came back after waiting for some time in Tabuk. But then, as you see here, you said to me, Islam teaching you that you have your religion, I have mine. There's no compulsion in religion, blah. So this is in the beginning. You see, what you speak Arabic and you should know better that in Islam there is something is called abrogation.
Yeah,
when yes. Muhammad he was weak, he said, "Okay, you have your religion, I have my religion," because he cannot force them. But as you see here,
a verse could be easily abrogated by its diviner, which is Allah.
No problem, no problem. But
there's no problem with that.
Okay, no problem.
You keep insulting Islam by saying it's a cult.
Hold on. Why you are quoting for
me?
Let
me translate a cult for you. Let me tell you what cult is, my friend.
Wait. Why you are quoting for me a verse which is abrogated? It's not valid because Al-Kafirun, Al-Kafirun and the other verse is not valid. It's abrogated by the chapter of At-Tawbah.
Cult is a system. Cult is a system which is directly, personally direct towards somebody, towards someone, a personal figure.
Yes.
Okay. So if you give me a verse, okay, any verse, been abrogated by Allah, it's no problem. But you can never find a verse been abrogated by Muhammad himself.
Oh no, you are wrong. I can find it tons.
No, you cannot find me a single one. You're just making it up, just throwing too many things. People cannot pick it up.
Okay. Let us finish this one, and I promise you I will go right away and I will show you the verses which Muhammad abrogated. But let us agree that what you said about peace is it was not. I'm not going to say you are lying. I will say it was not true. Read carefully. Here it says, the Messenger of Allah marched heading toward Asham to fight the Roman until he reached Tabuk, where he set a camp, etc. So he could not, he could not do it. He came back, and the condition until they pay the jizya. If they do not choose to embrace Islam, so why we have to pay jizya? Because die or pay. And with willing submission in defeat.
Everybody's paying jizya. What's wrong with that?
No.
You live in America. You pay taxes.
No. This is our land. How we pay land? The American occupy Iraq. They will force them to pay jizya because the American occupy them to protect them from the American. That's what your prophet is saying. And look what he says. It says in the verse, and feel themselves subdued, disgraced, humiliated, etc. Therefore, the Muslims are not allowed to honor the people of the Dhimma or elevate them above the Muslims, for they are miserable, disgraced, humiliated. Muslim reported that Abu Huraira, Allah the Prophet said, don't initiate salam to the Jews and the Christians And if you meet any of them in the road, force them to the narrowest alley, which means the sewage. This is why the leader of the faithful, Umar ibn Khattab, may Allah pleased with him, demand his well-known conditions to be met by the Christians. These conditions that ensured their continued humiliation, disgrace, etc. Do you see it? So you are saying to me that Islam says you have your religion, I have mine. Those people, they have no guilt except they are Christians, and now you want to humiliate them because they refuse Islam. This is their crime.
That's not what I was taught.
But I'm showing you the proof, and you are the one who asked me to read Ibn Kathir.
Obviously, I'm working and living in a Christian country.
Okay, my friend.
And I'm working with Christians and Jews.
Problem.
They respect me so much.
No problem. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying. My friend.
Use this verse against them.
My friend, I'm not talking about you. This is not about you or me. You might be a wonderful person, but this is not about you and me. This is religion. So you said to me, read Ibn Kathir. I quoted for you live on air what you choose, correct? It was your choice. So obviously Islam is not what some Muslims they think. You're a Muslim, but you've been taught that the Prophet says you have my religion, you have yours. This is when he was weak. It's abrogated. Now we prove to you that the first thing you say to us about Islam, give a freedom of choice. That is a big fat lie they told you. Even the Prophet of Islam, he says, I've been ordered to fight all mankind until they say there's no God but Allah and no prophet but Muhammad. And if they do so, only if they do so, I will stop killing them and shedding their blood. And here we go. All those hadith are sahih and they are accurate. You have not only you have to say the shahada, you have to pray as we pray, you have to fast as we fast, you have to face the qibla, you have to pay the zakat.
Is it a hadith?
And this is hadith. This is sahih. This is sahih. It doesn't matter hadith or not. This is sahih. Yeah.
No,
Sahih.
did you say it's hadith or Quran?
My friend, this is hadith and sahih, but it is in total agreement with the chapter 9 verse 29.
No. Could you show on the screen, please?
I'm showing it on screen. You don't see it?
It's not coming up.
Okay, well maybe you need to refresh your page.
Let me refresh it. 1 second. Allah, I have been ordered to fight the people till they say none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and if they say so, pray like our prayers, face our qibla, and slaughter as we slaughter, then their blood and property will be sacred to us, and we will not interfere with them except legally, and their reckoning will be with Allah.
So what does that mean?
What's the Sahih number? 392.
Sahih al-Bukhari 392.
I go sunnah.com. Let me check. Sorry, I need to check. I don't trust anyone anymore. Bukhari. Right. Yeah. So that means, so this, if this is true, it abrogates ayah 256 Surah Baqarah and Surah Kafirun.
In the chapter at Tawbah abrogate everything because Quran is more powerful, right? So the Quran and the Hadith here confirm that what you said to me in the beginning, it was not really accurate, and this is the truth.
But tell me one thing: is there anywhere in the Quran backing up the Hadith? We keep taking the Hadith for granted.
No, I just showed you the Quran first, and now I was showing you the Hadith. I did not show you the Hadith first and the Quran second. So the
any
Hadith,
ayat, any verse in the Quran saying you must listen to Hadith?
Oh yeah, there's tons of them, because the Quran.
Show me one.
Okay, hold on. The Quran says, whatever the Prophet.
If Quran doesn't back up the Hadith can go invalid.
Yeah, no problem. Let me show you. I will show you tons of reference. Chapter 59, verse number 7. Whatever the Prophet he gave you, you take it. So you take what the messenger assigned to you. Whatever he says to you, you take it. It is an order. You see it?
Yeah, I see.
Chapter 59, verse number 7. Let us see more. There's many. There's too many. All right. And the Quran says too that whoever obey the messenger, he obey Allah. All right. Read with me carefully, please, and you will see chapter 4, verse number 80. He who obey the messenger obey Allah.
He who obeys messenger.
Correct.
Let me check. I got Talal Itani Quran. Let me check how he is. It's obviously all against each other. You can't. You don't know who to listen to.
No, it says confirming that you have to obey Muhammad first, because obeying Muhammad is obeying Allah. So which means Muhammad
that's wrong. That's no good. I don't obey a person rather than God.
My friend, it's not up to you. This is your Quran. You are a Muslim. You have to obey.
And it's 80, isn't it? 80.
What
Yeah.
do you want my help? So you did we confirm this one?
No. I can't deny this.
Okay. So if was Muhammad a God? He's a perfect God. He's a God, or he's a human like us?
He should have been a human.
Okay. And
because he clearly saying Abduhu wa Rasuluhu.
Okay. Do human do error and mistakes and commit sin? Was Muhammad a
Of
sinner?
course.
Was Muhammad a sinner?
Yes, he was.
Okay, the Quran confirmed that too. Thank you. Make it easy for me. So now, how you can obey a sinner, and by obeying the sinner, me or you
No,
or
you
Muhammad?
can't obey. You cannot never obey a sinner.
Okay, so it says here, he obey the messenger, obey Allah. To assume that I can obey Muhammad.
I don't allow my children to kiss my hand either. I don't like
my friend,
people.
You see, I'm talking about you or me, with my respect to you. I'm talking about this is what the Quran is saying. In order to obey Allah, you obey Muhammad first. And this is not my translation, and you speak Arabic. من يطع الرسول فقد أطاع الله ومن تولى فما أرسلناك عليهم حفيظا. Okay, so it's clear. So you have to obey Muhammad. Now, you said to me when we were talking about Ibn Kathir and killing Christians, you said to me there's no single verse in the Quran was abrogated by Muhammad. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. What about the mut'ah?
Well, I've read this briefing about mut'ah. Mut'ah was allowed in Quran.
Okay, chapter 4.
And Muhammad allowed it too.
The same chapter we are reading from, chapter 4, verse number 24. Okay. And do you practice mut'ah today?
No.
Why?
Because my wife is going to kill me.
This is not the question. This is not because of.
No, I don't believe mut'ah is not. No, it's filthy. It's like, okay, to me, mut'ah sounds like a prostitution business.
Okay, thank you. I respect your honesty. You agree that this is a prostitution. So why Allah allowed the mut'ah?
Because mut'ah is ujra. It's for you pay money for it.
Exactly.
Okay. It's not a free service. It's you pay somebody to have sex. This is what mut'ah means.
Exactly. Actually, even Muslim scholars agree that this is about renting a woman, musta'jara.
Yeah.
Okay. So why Allah He allow you? You just said it's prostitution. Why Allah He allow you to rent women?
All I have been trying to do all these years in my life, asking these verses, but I just, convincing myself they're probably a different time of life.
Okay, but let us go
different
back.
Needs,
no problem.
But
no, you see, why did Moses allow people to do mut'ah before Muhammad? Moses is a lot older. Did Jesus allow mut'ah? No. I mean, that's not a reason. I mean, if we want to find reason, we can find reason for anything. Like you might say to a man who was a rapist, why you rape this woman? Oh, she was wearing a short skirt. But that will not change the fact that you are a rapist, correct? If you ask about this, he's a thief. Why you stole? Oh, this guy he have a lot of money, but still you are a thief. This is not excuse. Look what it says here. This is your Muslim website, and those are your scholars. saying that Muslim women, when she have the contract of muta, in some works a special terms applied. Women who practice muta, musta'ajara, or rented women. Muta is considered as a kind of rental because in general a man basic aim of this kind of marriage is sexual enjoyment of the women, and in the return of his enjoyment of the women he pay money, as you say. All right, so you agree, the scholars of the Muslim agree that this is a rental. Now, was the muta abrogated by Allah?
Yes,
Where?
should have been, because the Sunni is not doing it anymore. Only
No
the Shia.
no problem. Okay, but I'm asking you.
People
You said
still
to
doing
me.
it. Shia is
You
doing it
remember,
in
my
Yemen
friend?
and Iran.
You remember, my friend? You said to me, "Show me where Muhammad he abrogate the muta." This is in the Hadith. You said to me, "Show me where the Hadith abrogate the Quran." The
Show me.
Hadith abrogate the Quran. Here we go. We go to the Hadith.
If this is correct, it goes into a form of cult, because a personal cult, not even a cult, a personal, very, very personal cult, because a man cannot bypass a God's order.
All right.
Simple as that.
Well, you see, when you called me in the beginning, you said, "Why you
But show
insult
me
Islam?"
the hadith, please.
Okay, no problem. When you called me in the beginning, you said to me, "Why you keep insulting Islam, saying that Islam?" Let me find some hadith. Okay.
Yeah, but you need to prove it, not just
I never
saying cult.
You know, you are watching for long, I think, already, and you noticed that I never said something without proof, and I'm doing the same with you, the same as I do with everybody. So nothing, it's nothing new. All right, let's see. Let us find one of the hadith. There's tons of them, but we will find the most authentic ones. Sahih Muslim or Sahih Bukhari, whatever you wish. Let us go with this one, right in the top. Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1406. You see it? The page? All right. The Messenger of Allah said, "O people, I had permitted you to contract muta with women, but Allah forbid it now until the day of resurrection." Where he forbid it? There's no Quran. Muhammad is
remember
Allah.
this verse.
Muhammad is Allah.
Abrogate.
There's no verse abrogating the muta. This is hadith. Only
yes,
in the hadith.
yes. I have, my friend, 2 years ago, I have confronted an imam, a very, very big imam in London, okay? And he gave Surah Nur ayat 33. He said that that action, that mut'ah was abrogated in the Quran.
Where?
Before Muhammad.
Where?
Surah Al-Nur ayat 33.
Okay. An-Nur, we will go to An-Nur. All right, here we go, 24. 33?
Yes, he told me a story about
that's
Abdullah Saluli.
That's false, my friend. There's nothing here have to do with the muta. This is about covering their clothes. What does have to do with the muta? That's false, and you will not find anyone even agree with this.
Surah Al-Nur ayat 33.
33. Okay, 33. All right. Sorry. Okay. So how this is abrogating the muta? Actually, this verse alone should make you leave Islam. This verse legalize prostitution.
No.
Yeah. Well, read with me.
1 second.
Read with me carefully. It says, "But force not your slaves for prostitution when they desire chastity, in order that you make gain in the goods," which mean make money, "of this life. But if any of you compels them, yet after that Allah is all merciful and forgiving." So what the Quran is saying, and I think you speak Arabic, you speak English, so it's very clear that if they agree with you, you can do prostitution. Force them not. Force them not to do prostitution. He did not say prostitution is forbidden. Force them not. Huh? لا تكرهوا فتياتكم على البغاء إن أردنا تحصنا. Force them not. Okay, so if they agree, it's okay. And if you force them, Allah is all merciful anyway. And we're here, we're in this verse is saying that, you know, muta is abrogated by this verse. There's nobody, there's no Muslim in the world believe in this.
If Allah is Ghafur Rahim for who? For
it doesn't matter. There's no penalty, there's no punishment, and prostitution is allowed. Another example. Allah, He sent down 10 verses for breastfeeding.
You mean breastfeeding, like
for men?
Kids.
For men, no, for men.
Would you breastfeeding for what?
For men. Allah, He allowed Muslim women to give their breast to a strange man to suckle them 10 times.
What, in the Quran?
My friend, this is in the Quran, yeah. This was in the Quran, but it's not in the Quran no more. And the wife of Muhammad, she used to order any woman, any man who want to enter upon Aisha to suckle the nieces or the sisters of Aisha. Read with me carefully. Yahya related to me from Malik, from etc. from that Aisha, the mother of the believer, sent him away while he was being nursed to her sister Kulthum bintu Abi Bakr as-Siddiq, and he said, suckle him 10 times so that can come to see me. Okay, I want to ask you, where is this chapter, where is this verse in the Quran now?
No, you can't see anything in like that in the Quran.
Okay, where it is?
I don't know. You tell me.
I will tell you, no problem.
If it's nowhere, if it's not in the Quran, it doesn't exist.
No, it exists. But what happened? A goat did eat it. So we can say in this case, it's not really Muhammad who abrogated this, it was the goat. Read with me carefully. The verse of stoning to death and stoning and breastfeeding for adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. When the messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death, and a tame sheep came and ate it. Down there it says, these verses were abrogated in recitation, but not in ruling. How you can abrogate something in recitation? I mean, this is funny.
It's shocking, not funny.
All right, well, for me, it's funny. It's stupid too.
Stoning and breastfeeding, not just one.
Yeah.
But this meant to be memorized, okay?
No, it's not.
That was the time when the Quran was not written.
My friend, all the Quran at that time was memorized anyway. So when you say meant to be, did Allah says to you which one you memorize, which one you write down? No, He gave you Quran, and then later Uthman, he decided what to write down. And as you see, even the goat ate what is written. It was not meant to be memorized. It's written, and it was under the pillow of Aisha, which is the pillow of Muhammad. So it's meant to be written. This is why the goat ate it. Otherwise, if it's only memorized, well, the goat will not be able to eat something memorized.
Don't know what to say, to be honest. I'm gonna have to go to the mosque tomorrow evening and in front of everybody confront these imams, because they each translation contradicts the other. They are. I don't understand, why should I lie about my God? If you can challenge my God, I don't need this God. If a Christian prince, an Arab from nowhere, could challenge my God, I don't need this God.
Okay, well,
my God, my writing, my God's book, the Quran, should challenge billions of Christian princes.
Well, but he cannot.
Why these people lie about it, I don't understand.
But you know, remember when you called me, you said to me, you are lying about Islam?
No, I didn't say that. I said you either a fat liar, as you keep repeating yourself, or
but you are assuming that I'm lying, obviously, right? You were assuming.
I've been Islam since the age of 5, since I literally remember, and about 40 years of my life I've been praying to Allah. Okay, and as I talk, believe me, my hand is shaking. It's very hard to talk about this, to question this book. It's been so holy to me. You know, it's like somebody's skinning me alive. Very hard.
I understand, my friend, but as you see, we are not lying to you, and I'm showing you everything right in the front of your eyes.
No, no. Obviously, I'm writing all these references, and we'll confront these mullahs because they are blind to people. He told me that Ayat 33, Surah An-Nur, abrogated that mut'ah. But it was, well, obviously, it was my fault. I didn't
Secondly,
thoroughly
you
chase
said
that.
that al-mut'a is prostitution. What kind of God he allow prostitution?
Mut'ah is more than prostitution.
Yeah, so what the point
No.
of allowing prostitution? I mean, a man, he wanna have sex, go and get married.
Mut'ah, no, mut'ah was not for money. Prostitution these days is for money. Some prostitutes
Mut'a
take
for money,
credit
and you are the
cards.
one who said that. You said
But
to me,
prostitute at
mut'a
the
is
time was for
prostitution.
a kilo of grain or rice.
It's the same. If
that was true,
my friend, as it's the same. If you give somebody a return for sleeping with you, that is prostitution. You know,
it can't be from God.
product and reward can be changed. Like maybe today you can send pay by credit card, but that will not change the fact that it's money, right?
Yeah.
If a woman she sleep with you because if a
money for sex is very bad.
If a woman she sleep with you because you bought her a gift, whatever, this is prostitution. You know, it's product. Obviously it says, I showed you even the Islamic reference saying that this is renting a woman for the exchange of sexual pleasure. That's why it's called muta mean pleasure, correct?
But how could let's say let's I admit this one. How could Muhammad know about all these facts about the universe?
Like what?
And this ayat 30 in Surah Anbiya, he talks about the Big Bang, how the earth was created. I think it's Surah Anbiya ayat 30.
You don't need to tell me, don't worry about it. This is why I'm a Christian prince, my friend. Okay. If we go to the verse,
it's chapter 22.
We will find the following. Chapter 21, verse number 30. Right away you will see in the beginning that there is something silly and stupid in the verse. Read with me the first line, please. Can you read for me?
Yeah.
Okay. What it says?
Do not the unbelievers see. Could you turn to the Arabic one, please?
No problem. Here we go. This is the Arabic. أولم يرى الذين كفروا أن السماء والأرض كانت رتقا ففتقناهما. Did you notice with me what is a stupid mistake there? You are the one saying to me.
Yes, it's a mistake. Yara, it can't be Yara because you can't see what happened
you are
back
a smart
there.
person. Thank you. Here we go. Guys,
ago.
how this is a scientific discovery, and he is saying, don't they see
Yara?
Okay, so what he's talking about? They are talking about that the Arab at that time believe that Allah, he raised the sky up. It was together and he raised them up. Where is the Big Bang? It says that the earth and the sky were joined together, which means there was earth and there was a sky. This is not what the Big Bang is saying. I don't believe in the Big Bang, by the way, but I'm going with you. So there is earth, there is a sky, or what we did, we split them. But this is not true.
But Big Bang is not the fact. Big Bang is the most.
Is a theory. It is a theory.
Most no,
it is a theory.
Plausible theory, you can say.
Well,
yes.
This is up to you. But anyway, the Quran did not only here he make a mistake. Secondly, if you read the chapter you choose, it says, and we had set on the earth mountains standing firm, so it should not shake on them. The fact is, the mountains are not set on the top of the earth. The mountains are coming down from the deep earth. When the tectonic plates, they meet each other.
The mountain is a product of volcanoes.
Volcanoes or tectonic plate.
Like when tectonic layers erupt.
Okay, so but here is saying the opposite.
All the lavas.
Allah, he placed the mountains in the top of the earth, so it's not going to shake on us. So the Quran describes
31.
Huh?
31. Did we say 30 or 31?
We are reading both 30 and 31. So the first one is wrong. Secondly, and we will explain to you how he claimed that the first one, how it worked. So now Allah he left up the sky, and later we will show you in different verse he made it a roof. And here he's saying that Allah, he placed the mountains in the top of the earth. Do you believe in this? Is that accurate or this is false?
Scientifically, this is doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, but you are the one who chose this chapter for me, not me.
But I didn't say 31. I said 30.
No problem. So 30 and 31, they complete each other. If this is a mistake,
we have set on the earth,
yeah,
mountains standing firm.
And the purpose what? They will not shake on us. Japan is a country have between an average of 800 to 2,000 earthquake a day, and it's all of it is mountains. Actually, the reason they have mountains because there's earthquakes and volcanoes and etc. So here Muhammad, he exposed his fabrication. Now read with me carefully. And we made the heavens as a canopy, well guarded. Is that the atmosphere?
No, I'm shocked now.
Well, is that because I heard Muslims saying that this is the atmosphere.
Yes, they are right, because the translation they get, I'm afraid, in other languages like English.
So does it sound like this is the atmosphere?
No.
What the Quran is speaking of, that shaitan, he try to spy at Allah, and Allah will shoot the shaitan by a star. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Do you really believe in this? That the stars are made to shoot shaitan in his ass if you try to spy? And we have guarded it. What is the heaven? Allah claiming that only the lowest heaven have stars, and this is where some Muslims they lie and they say that this is speaking about the atmosphere. But if this is the atmosphere, it's mean only in the atmosphere we have stars. So we have created the stars, and we made them only in the lowest heaven, as to beautify the for the beholder, and the top of that, and we have guarded it, which mean what? The near heaven, with from every outcast shaitan. Okay, how he cast shaitan out? Except him, the devil, that gain hearing by stealing. He is pursued by a clear flaming fire. Do you believe in this? How Allah shoot shaitan? Muhammad, he captured the shaitan, he tied him up in the column of the mosque. So such a small tiny creature, Allah, he will shoot a star to do what?
So where do you get this translation from?
Who cares? You speak Arabic. You can change translation. Chapter 15, verse number 18, 17, 16. You can read in Arabic. إلا من استرق السمع.
Even the English ones have different. Everyone translated it
because they lie. Because simply many of them, what they do.
Yeah, that's what makes me very angry about it.
Yeah, they lie in order to make you
deceiving people. I feel sorry for those innocent Muslim coming here and swearing at people. But
remember, you said to me, either you are a big fat liar, so you were not far away from them just 15 minutes ago. You thought I am a fat liar. You yourself.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Is that from God or this is stupid? And then here he says, and the earth was spread out. وَالْأَرْضُ مَدَدْنَاهَا. Is the earth spread out like a carpet? I don't know what is your education. What is the
geoscience? This is my field.
This is your field. That's wonderful.
Geoscience.
Okay,
yes.
That's wonderful. Okay, where is the hail is coming from?
Because listen, the beginning elements were hydrogen. Okay. So Surat Anbiya, I'm thinking of if God meant he separated earth from the skies. If he meant the Big Bang, let's say, doesn't even make sense either, because the Earth is very, very young compared to the beginning of the universe. Okay, because the primary elements like hydrogen was at the beginning of the universe, but Earth is containing iron, which takes billions of years to appear. Okay, So you can't stick a plastic to a gold. They don't stick together. They are different.
You see, I am not.
But I'm try. I will chase these verses.
Okay, as long this is your science and this is your study, I want to ask you, where is hail coming from? Hail.
Hail.
Yeah, hail.
Hail is a water. Okay.
Water.
Affected by the Arctic wind, very cold Arctic wind, and they became hail. That's how it's made.
So you don't think it's coming from mountains, and Allah He break hail from those mountains?
Mountains?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Mountains, like in the sky, there's mountains, and Allah He break with the hammer hail, and He throw it at us.
Well, is it in the Quran?
I'm just asking you now before we talk about from where. Do you believe?
No, I don't. Even if I say that myself, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't take it for granted.
Okay, but if we find it,
hail is coming from the sky. It's the vaporization of our oceans. Okay, right. In a dense cloud, they become hail, snow, or rain.
All right. So if I find it for you from the Quran, are you willing to leave Islam?
I can't decide now because I need lots of things to chase.
Doesn't matter. But, if this one is a lie, I mean the rest is a lie. I mean, you just say this is impossible. This is
I'm not hypocritic. I don't deny any mistakes. If I do a mistake, I put my hands up. If my father do a mistake,
if the Quran is invalid no more, Islam is gone. Chapter 24. You are the one who asked me.
If these are true,
my friend.
Yes, okay. I denounce Islam.
All right, that's wonderful, guys. He said he promised he would denounce Islam. The same chapter. You are the one who asked me to go to the chapter of An-Nur before. Chapter 24, verse number 43. You can read in Arabic. You can read in English. In any word, any language you want. In English, they try to fabricate and to change the meaning, but I will show it to you in Arabic. And as long as you speak Arabic, me and you, we will get better understanding. It says here, وَيُنْزِلُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مِنْ جِبَالٍ فِيهَا مِنْ بَرَدٍ فَيُصِيبُ بِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Does it say that, or I'm lying?
Yes, very clear.
All right. You promised you will denounce Islam. Hail is coming from mountains in heaven. I mean, even cartoon, they don't do that. And look here in the first translation. I want you to confirm this with me.
I believe somebody mixed these things into Quran when they
my friend, there's nothing called mixed. Either this
is from God.
Either this is this is not a book of God. And look what here, as long as you speak Arabic, why the Muslims they lie and they say like mountains? Does it say like mountains in the Arabic?
No, anything between these two brackets don't.
So they are trying to cover up. So look. They send down from the sky from mountains, which is in heaven, hail.
No, it doesn't make sense.
So they fabricate the translation in order to cover the stupidity. Whoever wrote this book is foolish. This is maybe work for people who
whoever this part here, whoever written didn't have a clue about anything in the sky, but what's going on in the sky.
Assuming that the one who did this is Allah have no clue. What about this?
I don't believe this is from a God.
Look at this. Allah, He created three kind of creatures.
Because one of the principles of being a God is do not afford any mistakes. What makes me different from God is I am doing mistakes. I do a lot of mistakes, but God should be a little bit different from me. No mistakes.
Well, my friend, from the first page of the Quran to the last page, I can show you endless mistakes. I'm not showing you really mistakes. I'm just showing you a chapter you choose yourself to prove to me Islam to be true. So Islam is the most silly cult. And now you understand why I am saying it's a cult. You said why I'm calling Islam as a cult. Now you promise me if I show you this and this will be true, you will leave Islam, correct?
Yes.
Are you willing to keep your promise?
Yes.
So are you denouncing Islam?
If this is all true, we heard Islam is a cult.
So you agree Islam is a cult?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Because an order from God, okay, could never be bypassed by any man.
That's wonderful.
Never.
I'm really happy for you.
Because if that happens, God loses its status as God. You can call it something else. Okay? If a president, if, for example, if Trump makes an order, let's say Iranian is not allowed to enter the USA, and an officer, a police officer in the airport say, no, forget about Trump, I'm in charge here, he's going to go to prison, or Trump loses his status. So now compare that to God, Almighty God. It doesn't make a sense, my friend.
Absolutely.
Hypocrisy is not in my mind. I listen to reality. I listen to proof, evidence.
But you know, you as a person who, like today, after this moment, you are a Muslim. I cannot call you a Muslim no more. But I want to ask you, when the Muslims they say there's science in the Quran and etc., why they lie? Why they fabricate things?
Tell me, I was going to ask you this question. Why they either make money because there are loads of books in London. You got too many libraries, Islamic libraries. They selling billions of dollars a year on books. They get in from probably the Arab countries for printing these books, because the books are obviously very, very expensive.
Yeah.
They all laminated, nice colored, you know.
And pictures, and if you read
I think it costs $50 each.
And
but they sell them for cheap.
They insert articles about scientists, or sometimes fake scientists and sometimes real scientists, just to fool people, saying Quran match with science.
No, you don't have to do that. No Muslims, if any Muslim is listening to me, if anybody, any Muslim brothers or sisters trying to do that is fooling themselves, because my God should be able to challenge somebody like me or Christian Prince. Who is this guy? Who is Christian Prince? How could he easily come and challenge my God with evidence?
Is that what make you angry? Because I was like, who is Christian Prince?
What makes me angry is people fabricating to the facts.
But yeah, I never fabricate. You see, this is why I go live and I say, people, you can call me and you can question, and you're welcome. I never, everything I say, I show in the screen. Everything, every single word.
It's my fault, because I should have. I did have a chance to chase the facts, but I just kept it, you know, under the blanket, as we say.
So, my friend, I am a Christian, as you know, and I take the opportunity to invite you to accept the Messiah as your Savior. You left Islam, that's wonderful. For me, I'm not done to save you yet. I did the half of the job, and I would love to invite you to accept the Messiah as your Lord.
What would you recommend me to read? Because I'm gonna, again, like Islam, I'm not gonna just take Islam like another religion like that.
No,
I will read about it.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, you can read. You can read.
If Christianity does make a sense to me, yes, I will call you back in a month's time, probably.
All right.
And we will have a chat.
All right.
If not, I can still come back and telling you about, you know, arguing Christianity as well, because I'm not scared to talk about Christianity, even if I know 100% is from God.
Neither we are. This is why we are.
God should challenge all of us.
Yeah, you are welcome, my friend. Anyway,
God's word should be like an atomic bomb. Nobody could face it.
Read the 4 Gospels, you know, of Christ,